Kevin Sidebottom here, speaker, author, and trainer, and I go around and teach sales organizations and leadership teams how to grow trust and influence with their customers and their team members so they can drive more revenues and higher profits. Today, let's talk about how we build trust in our team settings. Yeah, that's right. We need trust in our team settings. Want to know why? Because when trust is high, speed goes up, costs go down. That means more profit. So let's talk about the 3 questions in this video that we need to be answering for everybody on the team every time we engage them, how we can actually show up well, and then I'm going to give you some little tips that you can actually do to add more value, especially if you're the team lead or you're a CEO or something. So let's get into the 3 questions. And they are, do I like you? Do I trust you? And how can you help me? That's right. People want to know, do they like you and how can they trust you and how can you help them? On every interaction. It's pre-programmed. And here's the deal. It takes about 7 seconds for people to figure that out. So we need to be intentional whenever we're showing up, especially when it's one of the first couple times that we actually meet together. So when we're meeting with people and in our teams, we need to constantly be working on how do we build likability and trust, okay? Well, let's talk about how we do that. The first thing we need to do is understand the area that we're meeting people in. What is the area? Is it really loud? Is it high traffic? Or is it calming and relaxed? Well, in high traffic areas and loud noises and anxieties go up, they actually associate that with us. And guess what happens? Trust goes down. They build walls when the anxiety goes up because they want to get out of that area, right? And they'll associate that with us. So we need to make sure we're intentional about the area that we're meeting with people. And if it's a high traffic area, let's find an area that is less traffic, more conducive to having a good conversation. Okay? The next thing we need to do is make sure we're intentional about the colors we wear, especially if it's the first couple times we're meeting with people. We need to wear the right colors because the wrong colors will actually trigger people differently as well. So we need to make sure that we're wearing light blues and whites. Those are actually trust-building colors. Now, if you'd like to understand all the different colors, go check out Robert Cialdini's book called Influence. He breaks it all down, and it's a fantastic read. Now, we also need to make sure that we are wearing the right kind of smells. That's right, the right kind of smells. See, when I went and got an education in St. Thomas about colognes, because I was interested in getting a new kind of cologne, they asked me tons of questions about my personality and my activity levels, because the different scents trigger people differently based on their personalities. Now, unfortunately, we typically don't have the predictive index or understand people's personalities right off the get-go. So anytime I'm first times meeting somebody, I don't wear cologne because I don't know what happened in their past. This certain scent could actually trigger something or a memory. And when they get anxieties, again, they're not going to like us. So I don't smell bad, but I'm not going to wear overpowering colognes and stuff because I want to foster trust and likability. Now, here's the third question that everybody's asking. Well, that's how can you help me? Everybody has a situation, everybody has issues, everybody has ramifications if those issues aren't addressed. And in a team environment, we need to make sure that we're being intentional on how we meet them, where their needs are, and how we can help them with a solution. So as a team, we need to make sure everybody's focused in on doing this. Now in sales, everybody uses a CRM, customer relationship management tool. They want to know what's going on with the customer, right? We should be doing that with all of our employees and our team members. We should have a CRM to learn about them, not to leverage them, but to actually learn about them and be intentional. Because when we actually engage people and are intentional, our focus becomes not on us, but on them and how we can help them. So it's like just a mind trick of it's going to help you focus in on other people and be intentional of helping them. Because if we can help them and find the right solution, trust and influence will always go up. And again, not to leverage them, but to just learn about them and being intentional to help them. Now, here's something else we can do to actually help our teams foster trust overall together. And I often recommend this to sales teams, but leadership teams need to be focusing on this as well. Our teams need to have at least one training a year together, off-site or somewhere where we're not being engaged on emails. So we have time to learn together. That's right. And this could be something simple like going to an escape room where everybody's solving puzzles together to learn about building trust. It could be Operation Adventure where you're hanging off the rafters of 25 foot, harnessed in doing activities together, or it can be a regular kind of training. But we need to be investing in our teams to foster growth. So one training a year, off-site if you can, that everybody's working together. And here's the key. After that training, do a debrief. That's right. All successful organizations, look at the NFL teams and look at Navy SEALs. Every time they get done doing a mission or have a game, they go and review game film to see where they got hung up and how they can move forward. We need to do these debriefs with our teams because someone's going to throw out a different perspective on something that they learned in the training that somebody else may have missed. And guess what? You build confidence and trust and collaboration with your teams when you do this. It's a fantastic idea and it helps grow trust with the teams better. So we need to be showing up to foster growth with an intentionality for our teams. By doing so, speed goes up, costs go down, more profits happen when we have higher levels of trust. Okay? Now, if you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out. My contact information is below. If you like this video, hit like, share, subscribe, send to somebody you think it might benefit. That's why I do these videos, to help you. We'll see you next time.